have a previous audio that was titled Canceling the Wrong Things, and I'd like to elaborate a little bit on that. We live in a society where priorities are just out of whack in some civilizations. In some cultures, priorities are just out of whack. We've strayed from the original recipe. Sometimes it's okay to modify a recipe. Sometimes it makes the product better. But in a lot of cases, it makes the product worse. And when it comes to our culture and how we perceive things, some of us just get it all mixed up. We live in a culture where everything is very litigious. Everybody wants to sue somebody just for looking or breathing in the wrong direction. And we also are quick to cancel a cause or a person the minute they do something wrong. Now, I have a problem with the canceling part. I'll talk about the litigious situation in another audio because that's another subject to address. I want to talk about the cancel part. We're in the cancel culture. Yesterday, we were all crazy about person XYZ, but the minute they do something human, make a human mistake. See, that superstar status that we've given them, that idol status that we've given them, that celestial being status that we've given them, all of a sudden we're ready to cancel them. Who's really to blame for that? Is it that person's fault for committing the act, or is it our fault for placing them on so high on a pedestal? I think both parties are both to blame. But here's the thing. I make it a point to stay abreast of, current events in the world because, hey, I'm talking to the world. I have to go out into the world every day. And whether people think the news is depressing or whether they think it's just too much for them to handle emotionally, the truth is it's a part of our world. And it's about perception. You need to know what's going on in the world before you go out in it. You need to know what to expect. So if you're one of these people, I don't ever watch the news or anything like that, okay, that's your preference. But when you get lost in the shuffle, then don't sit there and say, well, I didn't know. You didn't want to know. If a crisis occurs, and we're still going through a crisis, if a crisis occurs and you don't know the latest information on how to navigate as far as what developments are being made, what rules are being set, what laws are being passed, because you don't want to watch or read the news, then you're going to be lost in the shuffle. It's like you're running away from negativity. Can't run away from negative energy, you have to deal with it. So here's the thing with the cancel culture. Okay, let's say you cancel a certain person. You cancel a certain organization. You cancel a cause. You got your picket signs going. You got your online petitions going to get rid of this person or change this rule and change this law. You're sitting up there burning your eyes out. 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, after work, all evening long, trying to press this cause. And there's nothing wrong with that as long as the end result is to benefit the greater good. But there's one teeny weeny little problem. You got a lot of shit in your house you hadn't dealt with. See? You're sitting up here worrying about canceling, and I'm just going to throw something out there that is not a current event. Let's just say you have an issue with oak trees. Oak trees in a certain forest in your town. You have an issue with the oak trees. This is just a hypothetical situation, okay? Let's say you have a problem with the oak trees. You decided what you're going to do is you're going to create a conservative group, a conservative lobbyist group to get rid of these oak trees because they're a detriment to the ecosystem and they shouldn't be in the park because of that part of town and blah, 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 blah. You're going to council meetings. You're meeting with politicians. You're circulating online petitions. You're placing your causes on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever, all day, every day. You're putting in all this energy. Now, for someone who's been on social media and who is working on social media right now, it takes time to post information on a consistent basis. It takes time. In order to just put out a simple blurb or put out a few minutes of video. It takes hours of preparation. But this person is out here and they're trying to do everything they can to address those oak trees, losing sleep, trying to get the church, temple, mosque involved, trying to get all these business owners involved. I mean, they're bending over backwards, exercising every ounce of extra energy that they have, darn near death, because they want to address this issue with the oak trees. But there's one little problem. You see, little Susie, the 14-year-old who thinks she's 30, she's sneaking in and out of the house every night. But see, this person's busy worrying about the oak trees. Little Derek is in a gang. Little Derek has been robbing convenience stores on the east side. But you wouldn't know because you're trying to petition for the oak trees. Your husband or wife was supposed to be working 60, 70 hours a week, but only works 40 and spends the other 20 with a coworker. But see, you don't have no time to know that because you're working on the oak trees. See, you're busy trying to pay attention to oak trees and you're not even taking care of what's going on in your own house. And it's going to be a matter of time before somebody out there who knows a little bit more than you think is going to put your business out there and they're going to discredit your whole cause. So the best thing that you can do is before you put pen to paper about an oak tree is to clean up your house first. And see, that's the problem that I have with the cancel culture. That's the problem that I have. I see these videos about these people with picket signs and all of these drive-bys and convoys and online petitions, and these people are spending all their waking hours about these causes in society, and their house is messed up. Their house is messed up. Fix what's going on in your house before you step out into the world and try to fix that. That's the problem I have with the cancel culture. What do you think? Do you agree? I just think that you should take care of what's going on at home before you try to take care of what's going on the outside. But hey, that's just my opinion. But that's the problem with the cancel culture. How many people with those picket signs you see for these different causes, how many of them have nothing but a whole bunch of mess going on at home that they refuse to spend 5 minutes to address? Would you listen to them? Would you follow them knowing this? If they can't handle 2 or 3 people in their house, what makes you think they can handle a cause involving millions of people? Doesn't make sense, does it? And with that, I'll go ahead and grant you guys peace. Have a great day.